Hey everybody, it's Ashley from Maiden Wax Magic. Today is part one of a four-part series about the history of witchcraft. I was actually asked this question by a Facebook follower, and when I started to answer it, I realized that it deserved a lot more dedication than just a Facebook response. So, stick around because we're diving into the history of witchcraft right now. Still with me? Awesome. Let's get started. So, witchcraft has more than likely existed since humans first band together in small groups in caves. Basic magic, like setting out offerings to spirits for help or wearing talismans or charms to keep yourself safe, can be found in nearly all traditional societies. Cave paintings on walls depict rituals where a shaman can be seen dancing around in animal costumes. On that note, shamanism, which is contacting the spirits or the gods through dream work and trances, is the oldest form of magical practice. Most will tell you that Western beliefs about witchcraft seem to have grown largely out of the mythologies and folklore of Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, and Hebrews. Witches in ancient Egypt used their knowledge of spells, amulets, and potions to bend cosmic powers to their will, and that of their clients, for the right price. Greek witches had their own form of practice that looked almost religion-like, called theurgy. Theurgy was the practice of rituals, often appearing magical in nature, with the goal of uniting yourself with the divine and perfecting yourself. And all due respect, but I argue that the root of magic that is most recognizable to people today, myself included, comes from the Celts. The Celts were a vast and diverse group of Iron Age tribal societies that were at their peak between 700 BC and 100 AD in Northern Europe, particularly the British Isles. The Celts were a brilliant and dynamic people, consisting of gifted artists, metalworkers, storytellers, musicians, expert farmers, and fierce warriors. They were also deeply spiritual. They worshipped both a god and a goddess. Their beliefs were pantheistic, meaning they worshipped many aspects of one creative life source. They believed in reincarnation and that after death, they went to the Summerland for rest and renewal while they waited to be reborn. By around 350 BC, a new class of Celts called the Druids had emerged. They became the priests of the Celtic religion. They were also its judges, teachers, astrologers, healers, historians, and midwives. Yeah, they were kind of a big deal. The religious beliefs of the Celts, their absolute love of the land, and reverence for trees, oaks in particular, blended over several centuries with the beliefs and rituals of other European groups. This is when the practice of making potions and ointments, casting spells, and performing rituals, along with pretty much any nature-based belief that had been held by the Celts and other groups, became known collectively as witchcraft in the medieval times. That is going to bring us to the end of our lesson today. Join me next week when we get into part 2 on the history of witchcraft. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the little bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos. I'll see you all next week.